Well, good afternoon. You know, during a wind-driven wildfire, there are embers that can float on the wind ahead of the main fire, land next to buildings and homes, and catch those structures on fire. This ordinance, if eventually passed, would aim to slow that process down and give firefighters more time to control the fire. This week, the Berkeley City Council advanced what is known as Zone Zero, a new ordinance that would require some property owners to clear all flammable material 5 feet away from their homes. That could include trees, shrubs, grass, plastics, vehicles, basically anything that could catch fire.
A 5-foot defensible space will make a difference.
Colin Arnold is an interim assistant chief with the Berkeley Fire Department. He says that 5 feet of defensible space would slow a wildfire down enough to allow firefighters to do their jobs.
So if we can eliminate those receptive fuel beds within the first 5 feet of the structure, and we can harden the homes so that embers don't get into the house itself, we can make a huge difference in the numbers of structures that ignite during a wildfire. And if we can limit the number of structures that ignite, these guys can do their job in terms of going from house to house and making sure the ones that do ignite, we can get in front of.
The new ordinance would apply to about 850 homes in two parts of the city, the Panoramic Hill neighborhood above the Cal campus and a strip of homes east of Grizzly Peak Boulevard. Arnold cites this home as a good example of what needs to be done, but many others would have a lot of work to do. He says this ordinance would work best if everyone is on board.
This is going to be effective if everybody does it. If you do it, if your neighbor does it, if you work together. One home every 5 or 6 homes isn't going to get the job done. And what we really need are contiguous neighborhoods where everybody's pulling together to make each other safer.
The ordinance will be heard by the City Council a second time next month. If passed, the new rules would kick in January 1st of next year. Homeowners who then fail to comply with the ordinance could face fines of up to $500 a day for each violation. All right, back live now. If it passes, homeowners will be allowed to have potted plants next to their homes as long as those plants are spread out. And also right behind me here, this is a fire station. And if this ordinance passes through, they'll have to remove all of this brush and stuff next to the fire station as well. But for now, in Berkeley, Charles Clifford, KRON 4 News.